Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. For this video I'm going to be doing my foundation routine, so if you want to see exactly how it's done, then keep watching. First thing I'm going to do is take my Masquerade foundation in B2 and my Sedona lace brush 928. It's just a flat kabuki brush. It doesn't look like there's a ton of product in this little container, but I've used it like 3 times and it hasn't even made a dent in it. The reason why I'm using this one, which I've only used it 3 times, I haven't used it a lot, is because I really love the Revlon Color Stay. This is in Buff, but I just barely got like a sunburn on my face, and so it's a little too light for me right now. So I decided to use this one. It's a little darker. Plus I love it. I do like it a lot. When you put it on, it just feels like you're not putting anything on your face. But so I just take my brush and just swirl it in there, and then I'll pat out my face and then blend it in. So I do mostly downward strokes, and then once I have the product on, then I buff it in so it doesn't look like you're wearing a ton of. So the more you buff in, the less it looks like you're wearing. Yeah. Make sure you blend down your neck really well. You don't want any like lines down there. Alright, I'm going to take this foundation and dip this little brush in it. It's from Cosmedix with a Q, cosmedix. They sent me this brush. It's really nice also for blending in the crease, but I'm going to use it for concealing little things. I got this little guy right here, big guy I mean, and then a little one there, and then I'll put some around my nose to get rid of any redness. Alright, next is concealer. I'm going to use the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline. This is my favorite concealer. It's super thin, but it also gives you a lot of coverage so it doesn't settle into all your creases. I love it. I just twist and apply. I don't just use this little, it has a little sponge tip, but it always applies like way too much product. So I just put it where I want it, and then I take my beauty blender, damp beauty blender, and sponge underneath the eye. This will take any extra product off, and then that way it won't settle into all your creases under your eye. Whatever's left on the beauty blender, I take on my lid to get rid of all the veiny colors. Right. To do a little contouring. Contouring is just basically creating a shadow under your jawline, so it makes your face appear thinner. That's all. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to take this concealer wheel I got from Mehron. I think this one is cream cocoa. I'm not sure which one it is called, but you take a little on the brush, and then I'm just going to draw a line. You can actually suck in your face, kissy face, and right where it sucks in, you can put it there. I like to put it a little bit higher for a reason that I don't know. I just like to do it that way. So I create a little line like so. I'm gonna blend it out, and then I like to put a little bit on my forehead and then up to my hairline. So I have a pretty big forehead, so this kind of just makes it look smaller. Yeah. So do a little blending with this brush. Most of the blending will come with my other brush. And then I take a little bit down the jawline, just right under the jaw, like these, the other side. And then I take a brush and blend it out. This brush is also from the Cosmetics with a Q. And I'm gonna blend. when you blend, you want to blend upwards. You don't want to blend downwards. So anything, you're kind of pushing it up. Take my Veil Cosmetics in N1, and I'm going to put a little on my forehead here, a little down the nose, chin, a little here. Not a whole lot. But, take my foundation brush, same one I used, just blend that out. I'm going to do is I'm going to powder my whole face. Right now it's pretty shiny. I don't like when my face is shiny, so I'm going to powder it. I use 2 different powders for this. They're pretty much the same exact thing. One's just cheaper than the others. The other, I use qosmedix multicolored correcting powder. It's colorful, but when you put it on your face, you don't see any of the colors. It's just basically a translucent powder. Or I use my e.l.f. one. This one's $6. The qosmedix one is $12. They're basically the same thing. I take my brush, swirl it around, and then just pat my whole face with this. Takes away all the shine. Just leaves you with your face matte. One thing about these powders, you definitely get what you pay for. These e.l.f. ones are very, I just broke it. They're very like breakable, I guess. Don't drop it on the floor, or I didn't even drop it, it just came apart. Alright. And for blush, I'm gonna use qosmedix multicolored cheek powder in Peach Bouquet. Looks like this. I don't really swirl it around. If I want like more of a pink, I use this side. If I want more of a peach, I use this side. I need a blush brush. Alright, I'll use this one. It's by Brushes. I follow them on Instagram, and it's Brushes, but with a 13 in the beginning, so the 1 and 3 make like a capital B. That's who makes these brushes. They're really soft. Just smile and then just apply it to just the apples of my cheeks. Because I'm using a powder blush, I want to powder and set my whole face first. If I were to use a cream blush, then I'd want to use the cream blush and then powder my whole face. So I just smile, put on the apple of your cheeks, and then sometimes I blend it up a little bit, but mostly just on the apples. Alright guys, and that's it for my foundation routine. I don't always have this many steps. If I'm in a hurry or just going to the grocery store, I just put on a little bit concealer under the eyes, blend it out with my beauty blender, powder my whole face. I powder my whole face whether I put foundation on or not, because it still gets rid of the oil. Put on a little mascara, and I'm out the door. If you have any requests or want to see anything else, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.